Part of the country's business community is speaking out on the recent rolling blackouts in the capital.
Now they're calling it a vexing issue, and the company is hoping that it's hoped that the new management of the power company can turn things around. Here's Janaea Noel Ferguson.
8 months after government would have signed the management agreement to form Bahamas Power and Light to oversee operations of the sole power company in New Providence, servicing the majority of the Family Islands, Chamber of Commerce President Edison Sumner lamented that it was expected that there would have been some improvement to power supply, but its unreliability remained.
Electricity in any society or any in any environment is like the blood that runs through the vein of a human being, right? Without it, you cannot function in this day and age. You need to have it. So electricity is vitally important to the survival and success of businesses and for individuals in the country.
The profound reliability on power, he said, means that without it, businesses are unable to thrive.
But apart from the product loss that we talk about, there's also the loss in productivity, right? There's a lot, and when productivity is lost, you are unable to generate business. When you cannot generate business, you are directly impacting your revenue stream. So when a revenue stream is impacted, businesses will suffer because of it. So it may sound like a simple thing and say, oh, the power was only off for 3 hours, but that's 3 hours that some people could not get work done.
Then there's the pending demand that the multi-billion-dollar Bahama project will place on the already challenged power grid.
Does BPL have the capacity to manage the demands going to be placed on their system by Bahama against what they're currently having to deal with? And we know that the demands are great now.
Now, Sumner gave a number of recommendations on what the business community is prepared to do to alleviate the strain on Bahamas Power and Light.
If we can get the renewables energy sector going and the players in that sector to get them fully engaged in the industry and in that sector, then it reasons then that there'll be a reduction of companies or consumers on the grid consuming up a lot of the energy that's being produced, and those who remain on the grid who are not going to the renewable source, there'll be a lot more energy to be spread between the other consumers who remain.
And although there has been a slight reduction in the cost of power, Sumner says it means nothing if it's unreliable.
People wouldn't mind paying a slightly higher rate or premium on their electricity if they're going to get what they're paying for, right? And what you're paying for is not only electricity, but you want to pay for the supply of it, for the consistency of it, clean energy uses, etc.
Janaea Noel Ferguson, ZNS Network News.